Hello stitchy friends, it's Chari. Welcome back to my channel and another Flosstube video. So this is Flosstube 19 and I know it's been a little while since the last one, which was 18. I went on a vacation and I came back sick. So that paired with holiday hoopla, which I really haven't gotten to very much. I am accepting that not every holiday is going to be the same. And this holiday is, I'm going to take it easy. I'm not getting all the things done and I am accepting that that's okay. Anyway, but I thought I would pop in with one last update before the end of the year with the few things I have finished, or have been stitching on, which is not too many, but there are a few. And then what I wanted to do in January is do like I did for my Flosstube number 1, which I shared all the things I finished stitching in 2023. I'm not huge on whip parades for myself because I don't like seeing all the things I haven't finished. I'd rather share with you the things I've finished. So I'm working on compiling my list of all the things I stitched in 2024. And in January, I hope to have a Flosstube sharing all those things that I completed this past year. So yeah, but I wanted to pop in one last time this year with a little update and also say happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all the things. So let me flip the camera around and we'll get right to all the things I've been working on. Hello, it's future Chari popping in. I ran some errands this morning and was going to come home and edit this video and remembered there was something I wanted to share. I think part of my feelings this holiday have to do with where I live and all of the debris and destruction I have to see every day from Hurricane Helene. It's still very much out there. As soon as you leave your house, you are, driving by piles of debris and rubble. And we went to Biltmore for Christmas, which we always do, and see the house decorated, and it's beautiful. But as soon as you drive out that gatehouse, you are just kind of punched in the gut with the destruction and the darkness of Biltmore Village because there's no lights. So I just wanted to mention that because I feel like it's kind of been forgotten if you don't live here and you don't see it on a daily basis. And for paper crafting people, I have a class with Jen Shirkus and Kelly Marie on January 9th. All of the proceeds for registration go to help hurricane recovery and relief. If you're not a paper crafter, I'm going to put an address here, or if you've already signed up for class but you still want to donate, because I know there's always end of the year giving that people want to do. I'm going to put a website here for Reconciliation House, which is an organization that I know personally because we have a very good friend that is the executive director, and they've been around for a while. Their goal is to feed and make sure everyone is warm, and they're also partnering with an organization to help rebuild. So if you are inclined to give this holiday season, please consider giving to Reconciliation House. So I've put that below and I'll put it in the description. Okay, so I do have some haul. Shortly after my last video, I went to Sassy Jack's and picked up some things. So I picked up this 38 count Druid Blue Legacy linen, and then I also picked up, this one is 37 count Corkscrew Willow Legacy linen. And I picked up some charts that I am probably going to stitch on both these. The charts I picked up were this Sweet Wings Studio piece in the village, and that is what I want to stitch on the blue. And I've actually pulled colors already. They are color and cotton colors. They are not what is called for. So I'm excited to stitch this. I think it's going to look a lot different. I do think this is beautiful with those bright colors, but I think it's going to be really pretty on this Druid Blue. So that's Sweet Wings Studio, Peace in the Village, and Druid Blue. And then on the Corkscrew Willow, I want to stitch this one that I picked up, Merry Little Christmas, which I know was in a magazine at one point, but you can buy the chart now. And it's mostly DMC. I've pulled some of the colors. I need to go back through here and make sure it is all the right colors. I don't have the little buttons. I hadn't really looked into that yet. Obviously, it's a Christmas stitch. Christmas is in like 2 days, so this isn't happening this year. So we'll just figure that one out when the time comes. Let's see, I also at Sassy Jack's picked up this one that was, this was for sale, I think at the Jingle Ball last year, and I really liked it, but I talked myself out of it. But every time I see it, I'm like, you know, I really like that one. So I picked this one up. And I did go and pull some of the colors out of the floss room while I was at Sassy Jack's that were for this one. I need to go through. I knew I had some of these. Now I do have Winter Wren, which is what it says this is stitched on, but my Winter Wren is super dark. So I think I might stitch this on Color and Cotton. I believe this is Dove. Yes, Dove. I think that would be pretty. I've also ordered some Murky to try out because I know it has a lot more modeling in it. So that's Go Tell It on the Mountain. And also at Sassy Jack's, I picked up 4 patterns. The 4th one was the Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais because I just think this is so cute. I did pull some of the threads when I read them, and ones I knew I probably didn't have at home. I did go grab those. I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch this on yet. It might look really good on this one. I just need to pull colors and then see, especially something that these snowflakes they're kind of tone on tone in this picture, which is kind of cute. But I think this will be a good winter stitch for me, so I might start this one soon. I also picked up from 123 Stitch a couple patterns. I thought this one was really cute and would make a cute little pillow. So a very Merry Christmas. There is a tiny little charm in here, which, oh, it's right at the V. And then I also, of course, Kathy came out with these. That's a wrap for the little pillows. I did buy some fabric packs that to make the little pillows out of. And I also, it's on order, it's not here yet, is the version from Summer House Stitchworks. She also did 3 different of the wraps. So I think this will be a fun project for Adobo for next Christmas, of course. And then I got my very last Floss Club from Color and Cotton. They're discontinuing their Floss Club, but I have such a collection now of colors to pull from. I'm actually okay with that. I was wondering if maybe I should cancel or not, and I was kind of forced to cancel because they're discontinuing it, so I am totally okay with that. You can always buy the threads that you like on their website, and I actually did buy some. I'm not going to pull them out, just some colors I really love. I think it's winter. This one says Winterland. Okay, I will pull them out. It's this one that I love, Wintertide. I bought 2 and I realized I already have 2. So I have a lot of Wintertide, but I really love that color. And this one's actually really pretty with it too. I like that it's kind of a dusty blue. And I'm not even sure if I had this green, but it was a really nice green. This is Bonsai. I was just picking out some colors that I didn't have yet that I really liked. So that was just an extra Color and Cotton. When I purchased those, I also purchased these cute little scissors to put in my stitchy box. I think they're really cute. And actually one more thing I got at Sassy Jack's was this little charm for Christmas. I think that would be cute on a project bag, which I have a bunch of fabric for Christmas project bags that I want to make for Christmas projects, and of course that hasn't happened yet. So, you know, plans for the new year. So that is all my haul for today. Okay, let's talk new starts, which I know this is a lot that's been done since last time, but it is a new start. I had not started it last time, and it is the Gingerbread House sewing book from Stacy Nash, and this is a Jingle Ball class. Now, I obviously didn't finish. I was gone for the Jingle Ball, but I have access to the classes. But I actually don't want to make this into a sewing book. I want to do something different. There is a front and a back to the house, or I shouldn't say a back. This is like the inside, almost like a dollhouse, which is actually my favorite part about this pattern. And I have not started on the inside yet. I started on the outside. I am not using called for colors. I pulled my own colors from Color and Cotton. Now, the grays and the browns are not actually part of the color palette. They're ones I pulled for the mice that are on the inside, because I believe the mice, when you look at the pattern, are whatever color she had used for her dark green, and I want them to be like brown or gray mice. So these are options for when I get to that point. I actually did use one for the bottom of the sled because it was all supposed to be red and I just didn't like that. I'm also taking my lollipop stems or sticks all the way to the ground, and I kind of want to make a three-dimensional kind of mattress. I think that's a mattress finish where you have like a border, like a wall, and then the back is on the back. That's what I want to do. I've never done that before. I need to figure that out, but I got to get it stitched before we even get to that point. This is Up in the Attic, 36 count from Fox and Rabbit. That is the fabric. And of course, this is all I have finished so far. I'm getting close to finishing. I need to get to the door there, and then I can move on to the inside. So that's one new start, and then my other new start is also a Jingle Ball class. I signed up for 4 Jingle Ball classes. I finished the stitching for 1. I've started 2, and then the 4th I have not started yet, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not getting things done. I'm not beating myself up on it. I really thought this was cool because it was a 3D finish. So you stitch all 4 sides and then you stitch them together. I have watched the class, and here is what I've gotten so far. I got a little frustrated with my stitches. To me, they seemed messy. So I kind of put this one in timeout. So that's why I haven't gotten very far on it. This fabric is called Gingerbread. It is, oh, picture this plus 32 count Gingerbread Belfast linen. I had a hard time figuring out a color too. That's partly why I'm behind. I think I started this twice before I settled on a fabric. So those are my new starts. There's quite the gingerbread theme happening here. All right, moving on to finishes. I have finished a couple things. I had started the Shiny Objects 3 ornament project from Hands On Design. This was a purchase that I made last year at the Jingle Ball, but it is available now this year for anybody. And I had started these last time, and now I have finished them. I have them all laced onto rounds. But they are not completed yet. Actually, this one I had it laced, and I don't know what happened. I must have got distracted. I was like, oh, I'm done with these. Let me go stitch them. And I had it laced onto this and realized I had not stitched the brown color for this pudding. I don't know. But luckily it wasn't glued together yet. I just had to snip it and unlace it and finish it up. So there are the 3 shiny objects. Now mine are stitched on 28 count Dusk Lugana, which is different than what is called for. And then, as I've talked before, I switched out one of the greens for this. This is the winter, oh gosh, what is it? Winter Tide. This is why I bought so many skeins of Wintertide. So the called for green is this green and this green. I kept this one and I switched the dark one out for Wintertide. So my colors look a little bit different than Kathy's colors. Otherwise, they are the called for color and cotton. These are charted in color and cotton. Now there are a couple other colors on here and I'll explain why in just a minute. So I have these I need to finish up. I actually already cut my rounds for the back sides and need to put some fabric on them and get them finished. Maybe get them on my tree before I take them down. I also got my Belle of the Ball, which I've lost my pattern card, was just sitting here. Oh, it's in the floor. So here is the Belle of the Ball, and I kept the same colors. It's the same color palette as Shiny Objects, so I did the same thing on here. I switched out that one green for the blue, so that's why mine looks different. And I'm a little unhappy with my lacing because I feel like it's really close at the top and, you know, far at the bottom, the margins. I'm super picky, but I think that I can put some greenery or something up here at the top and fudge it to where it doesn't bother me so much. I did go buy DMCs that I matched to my color and cottons to make some cording for all these as well. So that is the Belle of the Ball. And then I actually don't have my pattern for this. This is a Primrose Cottage. What is it called? I think it's called Christmas Word Tree is what it's called. And the called for is white for the background, red and green, and it's stitched on like a taupe color. But I wanted it to match what's going on here. So that is exactly what I did. I took my color palette, and this is the lightest color, so that is my background. Let's see, Winterberry is my red, and then I kept with that same green, which is Peace on Earth. So those are the three colors I used for this. And there is a word down here that says believe, but I wanted to keep this one short. So it's stitched on the same 28 count Dusk Lugana in colors that are part of this chart. And what my plan is, this is my only other finish here, obviously not fully finished, but I thought I would share with you my plans because I talked about them last time and I didn't share. I've had this chart since last year and I really love it, but I'm not sold on the colors and I want to finish them in like triangle trees. And what I want to do is I want to stick with this color palette. Now this one has a couple other colors, which is where the extra colors I've pulled come into play. So I need to sit down and figure out my color conversion for this and stitch it up, and then I can have like a little forest of trees. So that is the plan, and that's also my plan for this one, which I know I showed last time. I think this as well would be beautiful stitched on the dusk and in similar colors. Maybe not completely the same colors because I really do like the light aqua, but you know, pulling some of this palette and maybe pulling some more stuff in. That's my plan. I just need to write it down and make the plan and make it happen. So anyway, here are all my matchy-matchy, very matchy-matchy finished stitches that I need to get fully finished and, you know, I guess put away for next year since I don't think they will be ready for decorating this year. Okay, I had 2 giveaways in my last Flosstube. I'm not going to do a new one this video, but maybe in the next, in the new year. And we're gonna do the winners for those. So the first one was this Peppermint Twist pattern, and I know it's coming after Christmas, but maybe you can stitch it for next year. So Peppermint Twist with some aqua colored Ada to go with it. And the winner for that is Gina Sexton 9200. So I will put your comment over here. So Gina, if that is you, if you will email me at the email listed below, and I will get that sent out to you as quickly as possible. The other giveaway was a year of celebration, my hands-on design with some, what's this? Wheat Lugana to stitch it on. And the winner for that is Devi Sisk. And I will put your comment here, Devi Sisk. Sorry. So if both of you will email me at the email listed below, I will get those out in the mail to you as quickly as I possibly can. Okay, that's all I have to share today. I really wish I had finished more holiday projects, but it is what it is. I think in 2025, my plan is going to be to kind of stretch those projects out all year long so that when we get to December and the holidays, I can enjoy them. Because as you saw, I finished some things but not fully finished them, so I'm not even enjoying them yet. So yeah, I think I can stretch those out all year. I'm sure I have plenty of holiday projects, and you know that there will be more coming next year that we were going to need to stitch, right? So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I wish you all a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, and I will see you in the new year, and we will talk about all the things I stitched in 2024 and do kind of a recap. And then we will move on to some new things in 2025. So thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing stitchy day and Happy New Year. Bye.